Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this afternoon's non-conference basketball game between the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Lakeside Lutheran High School, and the WLA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the Warriors, a 5'9" senior, number 3, Gabe Utek. A 6'2" senior, number 4, Seth Beers. A 6'1" senior, number 21, Ian Olszewski. A 6'3" sophomore, number 24, Levi Buchholz. And a 6'5" senior, number 45, John O'Donnell. The Warriors are coached by former alumni Todd Gahn.
Well, I want to welcome you back in here to WLA's Gymnasium. Glad to have you along here this afternoon for this afternoon matchup between Lakeside Lutheran and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. We'll get you starting lineups here, starting with the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Gabriel Utek, Seth Beers, Ian Olszewski is how they said it on the PA, so that's what I'll use. Levi Buchholz, John O'Donnell rounds out the starting lineup. This is a program that is not hurting for numbers, talking about Lakeside. I mean, this is a team with a healthy number, 13 or 14 freshmen on the JV2 team, just a 12 or 14 on the JV1 team, and I mean, their roster is listed at least 16 players here on the varsity team. For the Vikings, this is our first time seeing them here at home. Saw them a couple of times on the road if you were able to catch those live streams, but this is a team that has a good mix of young talent and also some freshmen that play up here. Freshmen that, play quite a bit. Noah Gensler, Chop Simmons, and Sam Lair. Lair gets the start tonight along with Ethan Cole, Aiden Barr, Connor Luke, and Tyler Kuski. Luke and Kuski, the only two seniors on this squad. As Lakeside will get this thing going. 9 of their last 12 will be at home, so we'll get to see a lot more of this Viking squad in the back half of the season, as they started pretty much everything. Not pretty much. They did start everything here on the road to start the season. Good defensive possession for the Vikings, forcing a missed shot, and a good job by Aiden Barr to save it. Here's Ethan Cole. Gives it to Kuski. Kuski on the right side, or left side drive. Back out to Lair. Lair hands off to Cole. Cole with the left-handed drive. Back out to Barr. Barr, top of the key, crosses over, goes down the left side of the lane. Back out to Cole. Top of the key, Sam Lair. Lair has it stolen. Up with it and laying it in is number 24. That's Levi Berkholz, who gets it underway in terms of scoring for either team. Here's Barr, and much like both JV teams, much expected, Lakeside going to press. Most likely all night. Here's Cole down the lane, nice floater, just a little bit short. He's got great touch when he gets in there, if you've watched any of the away games so far, but just not able to get that one to go. Forced shot there from number 4, Seth Veers. A little bit of contact, nothing worth whistling. And we head back the other way. Here's Barr. Bounce pass to Kuski. Kuski spins down the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Leaning out of bounds and saving it is Gabe Utek. And here come the Warriors. Here's their scorer, Berkholz. Gets it underneath. Offensive foul. It's Berkholz going down the lane, and it's the freshman Sam Lair who's able to take the charge.
His first, team first.
It's a man-to-man with some zone principles is what this program runs, and it is a program-wide thing. Here's Cole after they break it. Nice bounce pass down to Connor Luke, and this thing's tied up early. Obviously with Todd Jans on the sideline for Lakeside, name that WLA fans will be familiar to hear. Gone up against plenty of Todd Jans coached teams, has WLA. Here's Cole after the missed shot. Hands off to Barr. Barr crosses over between the leg, goes baseline, kicks it out to Cole on the left wing. Top of the key, Kuski. Another spin down the lane, up with the left-hand floater. Can't get that one to go, tips it. Can't get the offensive rebound. Nice board by Veers. Veers gives it over here to Berkholz. Berkholz reverse layup and gets it to go. That's a smooth play as Levi Berkholz, the sophomore in this starting lineup for Lakeside, able to score. Oh, not sure that wasn't a kick. It went through the legs, but no whistle. That was a turnover, I guess, is how it'll be given to Sam Lair. It's a little bit of an unlucky play, quite frankly. Into the front court, here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell gives it to Berkholz. He has all 4 of the points so far for Lakeside. Tries to get it back to O'Donnell on the pick and roll. Sam Lair steps in the way. Here's Luke. Luke down the floor. Up with the right hand, no good. Blocked by Berkholz. Will he take it all the way himself? He goes to the right block, passes it back out. Here's O'Donnell, get pushed on the shot, and he'll head to the free throw line. Seen more contact than that on other plays, but
Number 34, Tyler Kuski, his first, team first. To the line for the Warriors, number 45, John O'Donnell.
it's Kuski on the foul. First free throw is good.
Number 25, Trey Glover, and number 15, Trisoni Vado.
And second free throw good as well for John O'Donnell. Big man able to hit both free throws. Here's Cole. Cole gets it poked away. Saved by Barr into the front court with Lair. Back out and Barr will reset. Lakeside tries to speed you up. If you can get across half court and then have the discipline to reset and run a good offense. Here's Cole with the 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Nice job, Tyler Kuski. He gets himself on the board, and both seniors have scored so far tonight for the Vikings. But if you can have the discipline to reset your offense and try to get a good offensive possession, you're kind of beating Lakeside at their own game if you can do that and have some success. Nice take by Levi Berkholz. He's got 6 and the foul. He'll go to the free throw line.
Viking foul on number 3, Aiden Barr.
Barr's first.
His first personal team set.
And a good job by Ethan Cole there. It looked funny. The people in the crowd are laughing, but that's a good, smart play. He knew he was going to fall over the line, so he jumped in the air so that he didn't hit the ground. Nice pass, Aiden Barr over to Connor Luke. Luke's got 4, and Vikes back within 2. But yeah, that was a great play by Ethan Cole not to give that up. That's very important. Down the lane, straight up is Connor Luke, but they're going to get a foul. They'll say it's a block. Burkholz was out of control, but they call it defensive blocking. First free throw is off. And if you didn't agree with the call, I know what you're saying at home when the first free throw misses. Second free throw also rattles off. So 0 for 3 start from the line for Levi Burkholz, but he does have 6 of the 8 for the Warriors. Tyler Kuski, top of the key. Surveys what he sees. Hands off to Cole. Cole on the left side finds Zach Posma down in the corner, and they'll say he traveled. UTEC will bring the ball up and try to slow this down a little bit as the pace got a little bit frantic there for a few possessions. Here's Burkholz, top of the key. Finds Tersony Vader, who's into the game. Vader, one of the seniors, many seniors on this team. And a nice floater down there. Vader almost poked out the offensive rebound. It was UTEC who missed the floater. Here's Barr. Barr, top of the key, kicks out to Kuski. Kuski, left-hand drive down the left side of the lane, up with the left hand, good. All 8 points from Connor Luke and Tyler Kuski, and this is tied back up. The seniors showing some leadership here on their first home game of the season. Here's Levi Burkholz, he gets that to go, he's got 8. Barr across the timeline. Down the lane, Cole, right side, right corner, Zach Posma. Thought about driving it, kicks it to Kuski. Kuski to Lair. Lair, one dribble into Cole. Cole back out to Kuski. Kuski thought about the left corner 3, now spins down the lane, up with the left hand, no good. And a lot of contact underneath, no call. Underneath goes Burkholz, lost it on the way up. It's taken by Cole, and there's a foul. I mean, with what we've seen underneath, and that's a foul on the drive? Interesting, to say the least. So they'll stop Ethan Cole with a head of steam and no one between him and the basket. But Tyler Kuski not able to get a whistle underneath. Here's Aiden Barr. Barr to Kuski. Kuski surveys the floor. Right wing, 3 on the way. Zach Posma hits it. You bet, from Zach Posma to give the Vikes the first lead of the night for them. 11-10. And a nice pass there. O'Donnell's going to go down the lane. A little bit of an over pursue there from the Vikings, and it's the second points of the game. He's got 4 now, does O'Donnell. Here's Posma. Posma gets in the air, and you can't do that against this tough defense. And it's stolen down the lane, up with the left hand. Good. That's 23, Kyle Main. His first points of the ball game as he checked in at the last juncture. Barr breaks the press. Here's Lair. Lair into Cole. Cole looking to Posma. Posma able to collect. Oh, they'll get an offensive foul on Zach Posma. And that was a very emphatic call for that, we'll say. 11-14. Physical game so far, and whistles going in the majority one way. Here's a 3-ball in the corner, and they'll say he traveled first. Oof. I didn't see a walk there either. I'm not as close as the action. We'll leave it at that. Here's Aiden Barr. Bounce pass to Kuski. Kuski down the lane. Finds Lair. Up with it quickly and scores. Sam Lair with a bucket. Cut it back to 1 point. 10:30 left here in the first half as the Vikings have settled into this one nicely. Here is Maine. Maine looking for the skip pass. He has it. That's 25, Trey Lauber. Lauber is another one of the sophomores on this team. Here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell's going to fire one away. That one's a little bit strong. And Kuski up with the rebound and brings it down. Hands off to Cole. Cole into the front court. Finds Barr. Barr looks for Lair. Has him. Underneath to Posma. Posma going to go to work. Fouled. Can't get it to go. Almost finished it. Great strong play from Zach Posma. And he'll head to the free throw line. Chance to regain the lead for the Vikes. They've only led once tonight.
Number 13, Zach Hausman.
First free throw rattles around and decides it did not want to fall.
In for the Vikings, number 14, Noah Gensler.
Another one of these talented freshmen, Noah Gensler, into the game for the Vikings. He and Lair on the floor together. Aiden Barr and Ethan Cole, both juniors, so big chunk of this team going to be back next year. Posma makes the second, so this game back tied up at 14, and quite frankly, you could be looking at the starting lineup next year for the Vikings as both seniors take a seat, both Connor Luke and Tyler Kuski. Those are the only two seniors on the team, and a lot of talent, as you'll see. This, you don't drop off a ton when those two go out, which is what you want in your program. You don't need a big drop-off as Burkholtz traveled. He put his hands up, but he took 4 steps. So it'll go back to the Vikings. Here's Barr. Barr breaks the press. Now finds himself trapped. Might get a timeout. He able to get it to Cole. Cole finds Gensler. Gensler goes to work. Oh my goodness, hammered. And I'm not sure how you don't call that underneath, but at least one of them found it.
On the Warriors, number 25, Trey Lauber. To the line for the Vikings, number 14, Noah Gensler.
Coach Marty now going to take a timeout. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. Just going to be a 30. We'll take it with him, though. Tied up here at 14 on WLA TV. All right, so Noah Gensler with a chance to give the Vikes their second lead of the ball game. Tied up here at 14. And free throw rattles home for Noah. He's got his first point of the game. Second one's just strong from Gensler, so the Vikings stay 50% from the free throw line tonight. Not great free throw shooting when they went over to North Fond du Lac. That was their first win of the season that they got earlier this week. Nice flash here from Oshevsky. Now gets it back over here to Maine. Maine on the near side. Good flash by Lauber. Lauber gives it to Yankee. All 3 levels of this program. Nice take by Maine, and Maine scores. All 3 levels of this program. Maine has 4 for Lakeside. They go, I mean, the first 2 went 12 deep. We'll see how deep the Varsity decides to go, as there's a steal, and Oshevsky is going to go to the free throw line after he was fouled.
Viking foul on number 14, Noah Gensler.
Gensler got him on the arm.
For the Warriors, number 21, Ian Oshevsky.
First free throw up and good for Oshevsky.
Into the game for the Warriors, number 4, Seth Beers.
Nice lefty shooting stroke for one of the seniors on this team. Second free throw touches every bit of the rim but won't fall. Here's Barr into the front court, hands off to Lair. Lair with the right hand drive, and he traveled. He thought that Cole was going to flex back, and when Cole didn't, he was in no man's land. So it was either throw it for a live turnover or travel for a dead ball turnover. So I think he made the right decision, quite frankly. Into the front court come the Warriors. Here's Maine. Over here to Yankee. Down to the corner to Oshevsky. Drive here underneath. Contact, nothing called, and nothing called on that one either. Physical underneath. They'll get some ticky-tack stuff out on the drives, as they do right here. But underneath, they're letting the boys play. Little inconsistencies that you see every now and again. Number 4, that's Seth Veer's first personal foul. Here's Ethan Cole. Cole, one of the top 3 scorers in the conference to be safe. He led the conference for quite a bit of the early part of the season. I think he did slip down at least to second, so we'll be safe and say top 3 scorer in the conference. I know he had a nice night the other night at North Fondle. Underneath, and Seth Veers was fouled as he scores. Again, Aiden Barr's second. It's just inconsistent. Compared to what we've seen happen, and I'm talking on both ends of the floor. The last time Oshevsky got hammered underneath. But they send Veers to the line, and he misses it. Here's Barr into the front court. Between the legs, dribble, hands off to Kuski. Kuski gives it to Gensler on the left side. Flashes through the lane, not there. Here's Chop Simmons. Simmons gets it stolen from him. Up with it, and throwing it down is Levi Burkholtz. Burkholtz getting into double figures with a little emphasis. Throws it down with 2 hands. Here's Gensler into the front court, goes down the lane, and he's fouled. A lot of whistles here in the first half.
On the Warriors, number 23, Kyle Mann.
That's Kyle Main, or I guess PA just said man, so maybe I have a pronunciation that I don't. First free throw up and good for Noah Gensler. Gensler's got 2. Next foul for either team will put the opponent in the bonus. Second free throw up and good for Noah. And it's back to a 4-point game. UTEC will bring the ball up. A couple of starters back into the game for the Warriors after they had almost exclusively subs in. Oh, there's a drive down the lane. Burkholtz throws it down again. Back-to-back possessions where he's thrown down a dunk. Trying to posterize the WLA player there, and he let him know about it too. He was screaming at him when he went down the lane. Here goes Burkholtz, spins, a little out of control, gives it to Vader. Vader resets. Here's a little jump shot and a nice jumper there from Seth Veers. It'll force a WLA timeout as Burkholtz jumps around as he heads back to the huddle. It's an 8-point lead for Lakeside. Take a timeout, come back after this. So an 8-2 run. I think I have that right. 8-2 run for the Warriors to re-extend this out to an 8-point game. A couple of dunks from sophomore Levi Burkholtz. And Burkholtz will play center field back in this press. They'll match up out of it. and play man-to-man. It's a difficult thing to do, so you know that Coach Jans has had to drill this into his squad, but they're good at it. There's no doubt about it, and they do it at every level. They start them as freshmen, learning this press, zone press back into man-to-man defense. It's tough. Oh, man. And Burkholz with a forearm shiver to Ethan Cole. Cole goes down hard. That was pretty unnecessary. Cole will go to the free throw line. Second foul for Burkholz. He is fired up after those two dunks. And, you can't really blame that foul on being amped up. That was just a bad foul. Cole hits the front end, so he'll earn himself second shot. It's Cole's first point of the night. Second free throw up and misses. So Cole 1 for 2 from the line, just has a single point here in this first half for a guy that averages north of 20. You're gonna have to have a big second half here. Vikings now in some sort of zone as well. It looks like a 2-3 or a 3-2 zone. Not really a 1-3-1 look because they do have the 2 on the bottom. So I'll call it a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone, however you want to distinguish between the two of them. We'll see how Lakeside handles it. So far, so good. Here's Vader on the left side. Bounce pass down to UTEC. Back out to Vader. And skip pass here. UTEC, corner 3. This could get him out of the zone in a hurry. Aiden Barr tapped it. Ethan Cole secured the rebound and passed it to Gensler. Now Barr. Across the timeline. Gensler, right side wing. Hands off to Cole. Cole between the legs, dribble into the lane, kicks it back out. Kuski drives down up with the right hand, might have got away with an extra step, and he was fouled going up for the shot.
From the Warriors, number 45, John O'Donnell. Second personal, 18.
First free throw up and true for Kuski's got 5 now.
In for the Vikings, number 22,
Connor Luke and Sam Lair both back into the game. By the way, that was the second foul for John O'Donnell, so something to keep an eye on. Kuski makes the second as well, so Vikings doing a pretty good job from the free throw line. As Olszewski checks back into the game for the Warriors. It's a 3-0 run to get this down to a 5-point game for the Vikings. Top of the key, UTEC. Here is Lauber. Lauber finds Olszewski. Top of the key 3 on the way for UTEC. No good. Connor Luke does a nice job boxing out. And good job for Tyler Kuski and good awareness from Coach Nell to take that timeout as well. 25-21, we'll take the timeout. With them, come back with more. This is WLA Basketball on WLA TV. All right, back to playing some basketball. 25-20 is the score. Kuski has it in the backcourt, facing this 2-2-1 zone from Lakeside. Bounce pass, forced in there from Barr, looking for Cole. Barr's going to step in front of the pass from Lakeside, though. Bounce pass to Sam Lair. Lair goes up, just can't quite finish that one. Looked like he had a chance to. Kuski defending here. Offensive rebound from Olszewski, and he's fouled by Aiden Barr. And that's a bad foul from Aiden Barr because that's his third.
Third personal, 17.
And my guess is that's what that conversation with Coach Nell was about. trusting you by leaving you in the game. Can't be making fouls like that. You love the aggression and hustle, but got to make the smart plays. Here's Cole. Cole turns. Given all day to get across the timeline, he does so with Barr. Barr bounce pass corner. 3 on the way for Tyler Kuski. Can't get this one to go. Offensive board from the freshman Sam Lair, and they'll say he had his heels on the line down there and head back to the Warriors. Gensler in for Barr. Try to protect Barr for this last 4 minutes or so of the first half. You were hoping maybe the zone would do that, but nonetheless. Here's number 11, William Miller. Top of the key, UTEC. Gets it into the high post. Good hands there from Lair. UTEC left alone. He's going to hit one of these. Misses that one, though. Connor Luke not able to get the rebound. That one's a foul from Ethan Cole. And it's 25. Trey Lauber is going to head to the free throw line.
Viking foul on number 4, Ethan Cole. First personal.
That's Cole's first.
For the Warriors, number 25, Trey Lauber.
Lauber misses the first.
Eight for the Warriors, number 23, Kyle Maine.
Second free throw rattles off as well. So 0 for 2 from the line there goes Lauber. Cole has it here in the front court. Operating on the right side, right wing 3 on the way, good. You bet Sam Lair. He's got 5 points now. If he can get going, he's a terrific shooter. Now Lair on the defensive side, gets the steal, pokes it away. Kuski to Cole. Cole into the front court. Cole down the lane, got ahead of steam, slid underneath. That's a dangerous play, 2 shots. Lauber slid underneath him as he went in there. And easy blocking call. Ethan Cole heads to the line. First free throw up and good. And like any good player, you're struggling from the field, although Cole just hasn't gotten many opportunities yet. Want to try to get to the line. Second free throw up and good. Cole's 3 for 4 from the line, has 3 points. And Yankee back in for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Don't expect to see Aiden Barr, one of the terrific juniors for the Vikings. He's out with 3 fouls right now. Top of the key, UTEC. Oh, that's tapped in the way, and that went off of Oshesky last. Oh, man. Referee looking for help and did not get it. That went off Oshevsky, but it's going to stay with Lakeside. Oh, Cole picks off the inbounds pass, behind the back dribble, and he's down the lane. Up with the right hand, and he finishes. This thing's tied back up, and Coach Jans wants a timeout. He'll take the timeout as the Vikings now on a 7-0 run. Check that, a 7-2 run to get this thing tied back up. We will, well, if it's just a 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here. I'm going to shut off the loud music, though, because we don't want YouTube to take us down. So we'll continue on here, though. 27-27. That's a big 5 points from Ethan Cole in the last couple of minutes. He got to the free throw line a couple of times and then obviously finishes that one. So he's got 5 now. And really just a couple of minutes ago, we were talking about looking for his first basket or his first points, and now able to get that. And hopefully it's just a case of opening the floodgates for him, because he can score them in bunches. 27-27. Any fouls from here on out in the half will be shooting as UTEC brings the ball up the floor. That's Yankee on the far side. He's got it now. Vader top of the key. UTEC left wing. Looks into the high post, can't find anything. Back to UTEC. UTEC looks underneath, can't find Oshevsky. Top of the key, Vader. Vader to Yankee. Yankee replaces Vader top of the key. Now to UTEC. UTEC, Lakeside's got to work a little bit harder at that high post, in my opinion. There it is. They finally get it in there. But a little bit passive, and it's poked away. Was it off of his knee? No, it's going to stay here. Kyle Main had it poked out of his hands. So underneath, it'll be UTEC. UTEC going to fire it up to Yankee. Yankee top of the key. This zone has worked. Hasn't been perfect, but it has worked. It has stymied what was a Lakeside offense that looked like it might just start running away. Although, worth noting that Levi Burkholtz, who has a couple of dunks and 12 points in the game, is sitting on the bench with a pair of fouls. So throw that disclaimer in there too. If that sophomore was on the court, things might be different. But WLA has been better defensively as well. Certainly have to say that. There's a bounce pass from Yankee. UTEC shoots a three. That's not offensively rebounded. Tip to Cole. Cole down the lane. Up with the left hand. Rolls home. Ethan Cole with 7 points. All coming in the last couple of minutes, and the Vikes have a lead. 29-27. Thought Cole might have gotten away with a little bit of a push-off on his way down the lane, but you won't tell, I won't tell. Here's Vader. Top of the key, dribbles, drives on Cole. Not able to get anything going. UTEC. Vikes making Lakeside play a little bit more perimeter-oriented basketball. They've left UTEC open for 4 threes here in the first half. He hasn't hit any of them. Viking crowd and the bench clapping as the defensive effort has been tremendous here in the last 6 or 7 minutes of this first half. Here's Vader. Vader going to drive on Sam Lair. Good job by Sam to cut him off. Back out top of the key, UTEC. Vikings not interested in defending outside of this three-point arc very much. Here's Yankee. Right there, Olszewski could work a little harder, in my opinion, to try to get in front of someone and get. It's so important to get to that high post. Good job by Olszewski, who did screen off Ethan Cole, and a good shot by Gabe UTEC to finally stymie what was a 9-2 run. Kuski in the backcourt. Gensler finds it in the front court, gives it to Cole. Cole behind the back, has Gensler, corner three, on the way from the right side. Good! Noah Gensler, the freshman, hits it, and he's got 6 points. Good-looking shot there. Did they get it off? They did. It's short, and it'll head to the halftime intermission with the Vikings up 3 on a 12-4 run to end the half. So 32-29. We'll add up some scores here at halftime, get those statistics to you. But what a way to end the half for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. They lead it by 3, 32-29. We'll add those up and come back with more here during the halftime intermission. You're listening and watching WLA Boys Varsity Basketball on WLA TV. Stay with us. All right, let's add up some statistics here. Balanced scoring for the Vikings. Now, Aiden Barr hasn't gotten going yet, which, you know, you'd like him to be going, but you also say if I'm up 3 at halftime and Aiden Barr hasn't scored yet, got to feel okay about what we might get from him in the second half as well. Nothing for Barr, 7 for Ethan Cole, all coming in the last couple of minutes of that first half. 5 for Sam Lair, including a big 3. Let's see here. I missed Zach Posma. Posma has a 3 as well. He has 4 total points. Noah Gensler hit a huge 3 to give WLA the 3-point lead with a few seconds left to go in the first half. 4 for Connor Luke, 6 for Tyler Kuski. That adds up to 32 points. The 29 for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors came this way. Gabriel Utek had 2. Seth Veers had 4. Ian Ashevsky had 3. Kyle Main had 4. John O'Donnell had 4. And Levi Burkholz had 12, including 4 incredibly loud points with a couple of dunks. And not just, there's probably one guy on every couple of high school teams that can dunk. There's not many that can do what Burkholz did and catch it at the free throw line, pivot off of his defender, and go up over an opponent and dunk. Very athletic player. Just a sophomore as well for Lakeside Lutheran. But the Vikes have a 32-29 lead as we are here in the halftime intermission. Just saw Coach John Supernand of the Viking girls team walking around as well. Girls got a huge win last night. Very, very terrific, about 5 to 6 minute stretch in that game against St. Mary Springs Academy right here on WLA TV. You could have saw that one. You still can. It'll be up in our archives. So if you missed that one, that was an entertaining second half for sure. If you go check that one out, they won that one going away last night against the crosstown rival St. Mary Springs Academy. So fun game last night. We'll have 3 games coming up this week on WLA TV. No more wrestling this year, although they do have a big duel coming up this Thursday, I believe, down in Lamira for a chance to potentially win a conference championship, dual conference championship, or share, or however that would work. But no more here at home. Covered the Laconia one a couple of weeks ago. So, 32-29. Should be a great second half. Hope you stick around with us for it. Go grab a snacks or some beverages. I don't know what you got to grab here at halftime, but we got 5 minutes to do it. And then we got basketball rip-roaring away here in the second half from the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Stay with us. All right, let's play some basketball here in the second half. Kuski will inbound it to Gensler. That's the only change. Gensler going to start as Barr stays on the bench. I don't hate that decision. I actually kind of like that decision. Kuski goes down the lane. He's blocked by O'Donnell. O'Donnell also had to sit for the last couple of minutes of that first half. That's picked off, though. Olszewski was looking down the floor. Here's Ethan Cole, who misses it. It was picked off by Sam Lair. Both O'Donnell, who is one of the seniors of this team, 6'5", plays the four, well, I suppose the 5 for them. Nice pass inside to Burkholz. Burkholz not able to get that to go. Burkholz really does suit a zone, though, with his ability to get to the high post and get to the rim. Oh, man, Ethan Cole turned his ankle, but he finished it, and he was fouled. Cole has 9, but at what cost? You just hope he's all right.
Second personal, first team.
Didn't go down, though, so it did trot straight to the free throw line. Free throw up and good. And he looks like he's running all right on that, so crisis averted. Second foul of the game for UTEC, by the way, who brings the ball up for the Warriors. Here's Olszewski, and they do have Burkholz straight in there, and I think they'll give UTEC the opportunity to maybe shoot a couple more of these threes. He was 0 for 4 in the first half. Here's Olszewski, because they're trying to double down on Burkholz right now. Here's UTEC, top of the key, and he's got to start hitting those if they're going to make WLA respect that jump shot. Here's Cole, top of the key. Sam Lair, 3-ball on the way. It's short, and can Luke get the rebound? He tips it, and it's going to end up in the hands of Sam Lair, who got his own offensive board there. Cole's looking for a screen, now going to go it alone. It looked like it might have gotten tied up, but not long enough for it to be a jump. Here's UTEC into the front court with Veers. Veers underneath. O'Donnell scores. John O'Donnell, he had 4 points in the first half. They missed him in the late stretch when WLA went on that run. Here's Cole. Cole looking for Kuski. Kuski breaks the press. Can he find anyone? Goes down the lane, goes it alone, and scores. Tyler Kuski has 8 points. 3 layups and a couple of free throws for the senior, and WLA has a 6-point lead yet again. UTEC in the corner. Top of the key here is Veers. Veers looks underneath to O'Donnell, who's going to work on Kuski. Back top of the key, Veers. Veers down the lane. Tries to give it to O'Donnell. Oh, Noah Gensler stole it, but he was off balance. Tried to give it back, and that's an offensive foul. UTEC drives the lane on Kuski. Kuski took it, and that's the 3rd foul on Gabe UTEC. Timeout from Coach Jans. 37-31, just a 30-second timeout, but we'll catch our breath here early on in the second half as well. Take a timeout, come back right after this. 6-point lead on WLA TV. Now, in the interest of being fair, I don't love that charge call. Kuski was, as soon as it happened, I looked because I do have a slight delay on the video. And he might have been falling a little early. But nonetheless, that's what they called. Here's UTEC picking off the Cole pass. Hands off to Veers. Cole blocked him. Offensive rebound, though, to Olszewski. He's going to finish it, count the basket, and the foul. Ian Olszewski. Just his first bucket. Everything else for Olszewski had come from the free throw line where he'll head back. He's 3 for 4 today. He's 3 for 5 now and does have those 5 points. Trapped in the backcourt is Kuski. Kuski able to get it back, but the Vikings got to hurry now. Can they find Sam Lair? They can. Lair into the front court. Cross-court pass. Bounce pass from Gensler. Underneath to Luke. Luke doesn't go up. Top of the key. 3 on the way. Ethan Cole. Book it! Ethan Cole hits the 3-ball. And he's got 12 points. 13 points. Check that. Does Ethan Cole. It's back to a 7-point lead. That was a huge possession for the Vikings. Here's Veers in the corner, down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell working away at Kuski. Nice little fall away. He's got that touch. Great shot from John O'Donnell. He's got 8. And that, that's laughable. That is a laughable call. I mean, you want to talk about simulation and diving. That was well, we'll just move on. 40-35 is the score. And it's Lakeside's ball. Some referees just like calling offensive fouls. We'll just leave it at that. Top of the key is Levi Burkholz. Burkholz gives it over here to Lauber. Lauber cross-court pass back out top of the key. Burkholz. Back to UTEC, who took that charge. Here's Burkholz. Fires back top of the key. UTEC. Lauber 3 on the way. Good. Trey Lauber's first points of the ball game come here in the second half with that three-pointer to draw it back within 2. Aiden Barr came back in, by the way, as Sam Lair turns it over. Burkholz misses the layup. Oshevsky gets it, and they'll say Tyler Kuski did not tie him up. They'll say he fouled him, and Oshevsky will head back to the free throw line. So it's a 5-0 run from Lakeside, aided by... Never mind. First free throw up and good for Oshevsky. Second foul for Kuski, so he's not in any sort of foul trouble. And it's a 7-0 run as they tie it up here. And UTEC with 3 fouls is hugging Ethan Cole. No whistle there. Cole gets free. Right wing 3 on the way, just a little strong. Offensive board for Tyler Kuski. Kuski goes up with it. O'Donnell fouled him. No whistle. And Coach Nell is hot. Can't blame him for that one. Wow. 40-40, 13:40 left to go here in the second half. Top of the key, UTEC. WLA staying in this zone. Lauber, UTEC. Long 2 on the way. That's his range. That is Gabe UTEC's range. Got a great jump shot. Hasn't made a 3 yet, but he has made a couple of those long 2-pointers. Aiden Barr in the backcourt. Fires it up to Kuski. A little far ahead. And UTEC's and this team is fired up, as well they should be. They're on a 9-0 run. And the Vikings got to play a little more physical because the refs are certainly allowing it. Well, they're allowing it for Lakeside at least. There's a timeout from Coach Nell. He'll talk about it. We'll take it with him. 9-0 run for Lakeside, and they will lead by 2 on WLA TV. So let's see if that timeout composes the Vikings a little bit. 9-0 run here, and Lakeside has the ball trying to build on that 9-0 run as UTEC brings it into the front court. Dribbling right on the edge of that WLA logo, now comes over here to the right side, skip pass over to the left side. That's Lauber. Underneath to O'Donnell. O'Donnell, nice pass over to Burkholz, and Burkholz scores. Levi Burkholz, that's his first points of the second half. He's up to 14 overall. 44-40, as Tyler Kuski will break this Lakeside Lutheran press via the dribble. Almost trapped. Top of the key goes Lair. Lair down to Kuski. Kuski drives up with the left hand, up with the right hand. No call. Back up with it again, and they'll I'll call it travel.
For the Vikings, number 13, Zach Hausman.
44-40. Kuski will keep battling, though, as Zach Pausma comes into the game. It's the only thing you can do. Here's UTEC on the right side. Down to the right corner, Burkholz. Thought about it, skip pass now. Lauber, left wing three on the way, looks good, rattles out. Good rebound by Ethan Cole. And Cole, one-handed pass over here. Gensler thought that Sam Lair was going to cut. Oh, he was out of bounds, and they'll get it there. Oshevsky was standing out of bounds when he saved it, so keep it here with the Vikings. Gensler thought that Sam Lair was going to cut. He didn't. Here's Sam Lair, top of the key. Right wing, Kuski. Kuski crosses over, bumped, no call. And they'll say it was O'Donnell that did not box out, and off of him. Gensler's open, top of the key. They're going to throw it into Lair instead. Lair crosses over. And the offensive foul on Zach Pausma. Consistency is what you're looking for usually. Haven't got that today. Here's Oshevsky. Skip pass from Lauber to UTEC. And underneath, good give and go, and Burkholz at the rim, misses it though. That was a beautiful give and go with O'Donnell. O'Donnell's a very polished big man. He's 6'5", he's not the biggest guy, but my goodness, he's got the moves, and he certainly is a terrific ball handler for a big guy. Great passer as well. And tried to block there, might have gotten a hand on Noah Gensler's shot. Brought down the rebound as well. UTEC into the front court. Lauber three on the way from the corner, good. Lauber with 6 points in the second half on a couple of three-pointers. And it remains a run for Lakeside. With all the contact we've had, that should not be a foul on Lakeside.
Warrior ball on number 45, John O'Donnell.
That's the softest foul we've had tonight. O'Donnell had his arms straight out to the sides, and they gave him a foul there. And I think they're going to get Gensler on the foul here as well. No, oh my goodness. They call it on Trey Lauber. Lauber tipped it away, had every right to the basketball. But they whistled the Lakeside Lutheran Warrior on that. It's a crucial juncture, a good time to take a 30-second timeout, so that's what Coach Nell will do. We'll take it with them and come back after this. 7-point lead for the Warriors on WLA TV. Important possession here for WLA underneath their own basket. See if they can put something in to stymie this run that Lakeside's on. Here's Barr. Barr out top of the key, Lair. Lair looking into Ethan Cole. Cole has it stolen by Burkholz. Burkholz goes past Lair up with two hands and throws it down. He has 16 points. And back into the press. This is what was so good about when WLA went on their run. And there's a foul.
Warrior ball on number 23, Kyle Main.
On Main.
Second personal, 15.
Looked like Cole lost possession of it, but
Number 4, Seth Beers.
who knows anymore. Kuski on the side. Gets it into Barr. Back to Kuski. Kuski dribbles top of the key. Here's a corner three on the way from Sam Lair. Would be a big shot. It is. Sam Lair, that was absolutely needed, and the freshman delivered. He's got 8 points, has a couple of three-pointers, and the lead is cut to 6. What can the Vikings do defensively now? Need a couple of stops here. They're still in this zone. UTEC, Veers, Oshevsky. Back out top of the key, UTEC. He says calm it down, slow it down. Here's Maine. Maine in the corner, UTEC. Veers, they're taking their time. Nice skip pass. That's exactly where you want to get a guy going from. UTEC not able to hit it, though. Good battle underneath by Posma to get the rebound for Tyler Kuski. Behind the back dribble from Ethan Cole, and he dribbled it right into the waiting hands of Kyle Maine. Yeah, it is Kyle Maine, pardon me. And nice drive there. Shovel pass, and oh my goodness, Oshevsky missed it. Rebound down with Lair. Lair to, that is Cole. Up the court with Barr. Barr lost control. Here's Kuski. Corner three on the way. It's a little bit off to the right. Posma can't bring down the rebound. Here's Burkholtz. Burkholtz going for a run. Tipped away by Aiden Barr. Kicked out. UTEC, he's going to hit one of them. There it is. Gabe UTEC, he's been close all game long. He was 0 for 6 prior to that. You just can't let good shooters continue to get open shots. He hits that one, and it's back to a 9-point lead. Here's Posma. Posma drives the lane. Up, count the That's an offensive foul. He slid underneath him. But like I said, some referees like calling offensive fouls. Sliding the whole time. Posma's third. Into the front court. Here's Vader. Yankee's out there now as well. He's got the ball now. Veers. See if they can get O'Donnell a touch here. Terrific big man if they can get it to him. Missed him there. He was flashing in front of the lane. Maine couldn't get it to him. Here's Vader off of the touch from O'Donnell. Top of the key, Veers. Veers, Yankee. Yankee down to Maine. Nice cut by Maine now. Finds himself on the block. Covered by Kuski. Shovels it out. 3 ball on the way. Looks good. Is good. That's number 12, Joseph Yankee. He had not scored in the game. There's a couple of players that had not scored until the second half that have hit huge three-pointers for this Lakeside Lutheran basketball team. Cole breaks the timeline. Down the lane. Up with the reverse layup and good. Vikes down by 10. Into the front court comes Yankee. Here's Vader in the corner. Goes down the lane. Bodies hit the floor. Vader's still up, though. There's Maine. Maine scores. Kyle Maine has 6 points now. Here's Cole. Cole guarded by Veers. Trying to break it with Kuski. Kuski to Cole. Cole into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Nice crossover. Back out to Kuski. Kuski top of the key. And there's a hand check. I mean, by the letter of the law, it's a foul. Third on Maine. Underneath Ethan Cole. Aiden Barr, left wing. Crossover dribble. Long three from Ethan Cole. That one's short. Would have been a big shot, but it was a long, long three-point attempt. Nice job by Zach Posma to get his hand in the way and eventually almost snapped that ball to Ethan Cole. Here's Cole, corner three on the way. There's a little bit of a forced possession there for the Vikes. Rebound pings around, goes to Vader. Vader somehow threw it up over his head and got it to go. It's the 4th foul on Aiden Barr. And first couple of points for him tonight. 45-59, and it's starting to look a little bit more bleak. Comparatively, this run that Lakeside is on right now is almost not too dissimilar to the run that we saw the cowgirl basketball, or the Lady Viking basketball team go on last night. Here's Kuski. Kuski down the lane. And what's the problem here? Someone came running off the bench, it looked like, which is a technical foul. I don't know if they thought there was a substitution chance. Either way, only ones to blame here are the three that haven't.
Technical foul on number 45, coming out of bounds off the court.
Much been paying attention all night. So it's going to be a technical foul. Wow. I mean, what do you say about it? It's a simple thing, substituting. But it's not in this situation. So will it be an Ethan Cole free throw? We don't know. Fans don't know. Who does know? Ethan Cole's standing at the free throw line, hopeful. It's a 14-point lead. Vikings looking for their second win on the young season. I'm trying to see if I can listen into this. Well, there's a first for everything. Both coaches are getting clearly communicated to today for the first time. We'll see if they give us fans the same luxury. Whatever the call is, it's taking a long, long time.
The foul be considered as an administrative foul.
Administrative foul is what they're calling it. Is that a technical? I don't know. Cole misses the first one. He's now 4 for 6 in the ball game from the charity stripe. Second free throw up and good. So Cole gets 1 of 2. WLA will keep the basketball. Oshevsky will now come into the ball game. We got it sorted out. There's only 6.5 minutes left. Let's get through it. Sam Lair, top of the key, dribbles. Kuski has it go off his hands, recollects, finds Posma in the lane, tries to go up with it, clears out space, gets it. Posma has 6 points now. Vikes down by 11. They need a run here over the next couple of minutes to get this thing back within scoring range for the last couple of minutes of the game, hopefully. Here's Yankee. That was a dangerous pass, but it's collected by Lauber. Down to Oshevsky. Lauber, Yankee. As Burkholz is flashing, we'll see if they get it to him. He's the leading scorer for the team. Down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes up with it. Nice touch. John O'Donnell with 10 points. He's into double figures. I mean, just a treat to watch him play and operate underneath. Very, very good. Here's Kuski. Kuski flashing is Cole. Cole gets hammered by O'Donnell and will head to the free throw line. That's O'Donnell's 4th. That could be consequential First free throw up and good for Ethan Cole. Running out of free throw space to write in free throws here. As O'Donnell will trot off the court with those 4 fouls. Coach Jan's going to try to protect him. Second free throw up and good for Cole as well. He's having himself a nice night. Or early evening, late afternoon. Into the front court come the Warriors. Here is Lauber. Top of the key, Yankee. He's got Main on the near side if he wants him. He's going to dribble against Sam Lair. Now they start counting. I was going to say, no idea why they aren't counting. Here's Burkholtz. Burkholtz going to square up Ethan Cole, go at him. Now Yankee on the dribble drive. Corner 3 on the way. That one's just a touch short. Offensive board from Burkholtz. He can really get up. And there's Lauber. Lauber, jump ball, they'll say. How do you? Jump ball.
In the game for the Warriors, number 3, Gabe Utek. And number 15, Chop Simmons.
Chop Simmons back into the game for the Vikes. They replace Zach Posma. And Posma, I got the wind knocked out of him over there. Utek will throw it in. He's got Olszewski. Hand off to Utek. Utek will reset. He's a good point guard. He really is. He does a great job of making sure that the team gets into the sets they're supposed to be in and runs them correctly. Here's Main back to Utek. Curl there, and Burkholtz not fed in the lane. Olszewski top of the key. Here's Lauber. Hit a couple of big threes in this second half. Utek down the lane. Goes at Kuski. And it's a block.
Viking call on number 34, Tyler Kuski. Third personal.
Third on Kuski. As Utek will head back to the free throw line. First appearance at the line, actually, for Utek. First free throw rattles home.
In for the Warriors, number 4, Seth Beers.
Second free throw is good as well. 63-50. Sam Lair gives it over here to Ethan Cole. Cole into the front court. 3 players surrounding him. Skip pass to Gensler. Corner 3 on the way. Just looks a little off. It is. And Utek down with the rebound. Utek to the corner. There's Burkholtz. Burkholtz steps through the lane, up and good. Levi Burkholtz had 12 in the first half. Now he's up to 18 points, just 6 in the second half, but they've all come at pretty good times, as this is back to a 15-point lead. Levi Burkholtz gets the steal that time and tied up. Coach Jan's trying to get a timeout. They'll say he did not have possession to do so. So it'll be underneath.
In for Lakeside Lutheran, number 45, John O'Donnell.
Cole inbound it. There's Simmons. Simmons going to work on O'Donnell. Clear out a little space. Goes into O'Donnell. No call. Would have been a weak one to foul someone out on. Olszewski's going to get it here and fail to save it. So goes back to the Vikings. Good transition defense there by WLA. Kuski. Skip pass over here. Nice pass to get to the front court. Here's Sam Lair. And they'll say he walked. Sloppy. Couple of minutes. Here's Utek. Olszewski on the left wing. Top of the key, O'Donnell. Utek, another 3 on the way. This one's good. Back-to-back attempts that he's made. Not back-to-back threes, but he's got a couple of threes now. And Utek's been been very, very good. He's got 12 points for the Warriors. Across the half-court line, and Coach Nell's going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:49 looking dire here for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. They're down 18. WLA trotted 4 players out there, and someone forgot they were supposed to be in. They got 5 now, though. Down 18 with under 3 minutes to go. Here's Sam Lair. Lair gives it to Cole. Cole to Kuski in the corner. Shot fake stolen by Burkholtz. Burkholtz going to slow it up. It's a veteran play by a sophomore. It really is. Burn a little more time off the clock. Obviously, 18 points here in a couple of minutes is probably a little bit too much, but still, you love to see a heady play like that from your sophomore. Down the lane goes Burkholtz. They're gonna count the basket? Come on, the game's out of reach. It's not gonna be consequential, but that's just indicative of tonight. The foul happened. There was 3 steps, and Burkholtz made the basket afterwards. Again, not a big deal in the grand scheme of things as Burkholtz makes the shot. The only thing that's going to make a difference is Burkholtz' season stats, which is fine. I'm good with Burkholtz having a couple of extra points. Here's UTEC, picks the pocket of one of the WLA players and goes down and scores. 73-50. Final score not indicative of how close this game was for large periods of time. Nice job here by Tyson Lofton to get in there and get an offensive rebound. Now Gensler's going to get an offensive board. Also into the game, Lucas Weigand.
Warrior ball number 4, Seth Peters. Second personal, 19 to the line for the Vikings, Noah Gensler.
First shot for Gensler, no good. Brian Guzman into the game for the Warriors for the last minute and 42 seconds. He'll replace Levi Burkholtz, who had himself one heck of a day. Second free throw up and good for Noah Gensler. I'll tell you what, I don't know where Lakeside fits into their conference hierarchy, but they're a fun team to watch play. And Ethan Cole will get a round of applause. I say this in jest, only 18 for Ethan Cole tonight. Terrific player for the Vikings, and have him around for the rest of this year and next year as well. A couple of good freshmen that we've seen tonight as well for the Vikings. Noah Gensler hit a couple of big threes, as did Sam Lair. But my goodness, Levi Burkholtz filling up the scoring sheet. John O'Donnell in double figures. Gabe Utek in double figures. Here he has the ball here. And Coach Jans just wants to use it for the substitution, as the Vikes will also get Cole Wiedmeyer and
And for the Vikings,
Also going to get Oscar Bloom into the game too, so both teams clearing the bench.
and Cole Wheatmeyer.
21, if my count is correct, for Levi Burkholz tonight. Dozen for Gabe Utek. Check that, 14 for Gabe Utek. After having just 2 in the first half, Utek explodes for 12 in the second. And John O'Donnell did a terrific job playing in foul trouble most of the night to get himself into double figures. He had 10 tonight. Wiedmeyer travels, just drug the pivot foot a little bit there. Here's Guzman. A nice jumper there from William Miller. Gets on the stat sheet here with 20 seconds to go. No, Walta almost carried it, but didn't dribble it, so not a carry. Here's Wiedmeyer, back to Walta. Walta back to Wiedmeyer with 1 second left. No, not going to get a shot off. And the Lakeside starters like the aggression that was showed by their reserves in the end of that game. Well, not always pretty to watch. Certainly was made that way. But 75-51, a terrific Lakeside Lutheran Warrior win here tonight. They knock off the home Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. Vikings, though, going to have 9 of their last 12 here at home. So see if some home cooking helps. They got their first win the other night at North Fond du Lac, and get back into Flyway Conference play and see if you can't make a little noise. Talking about the Vikings. So for the Vikes, obviously the 18 for Ethan Cole was the headliner. Had 8 for Tyler Kuski, 4 for Connor Luke. Let's see here. Gensler had 7 on the night. Pausma had, let's see here. Let's add it up quick. 6 for Pausma, 7 for Sam Lair. That adds up to a 75-51 home defeat for the Vikings. We'll have 2 more home boys basketball games on WLA TV this week. Also have a girls game as well. So make sure you tune into all that this week on WLA TV. Appreciate you joining me today. I'm Jordan King saying so long from WLA's Gymnasium. Good night.